Okay, life other than on Earth would be called extraterrestrial life. What's the short version for extraterrestrial life?
Alien.
ET. Woo! Okay. I'm not gonna go through the slides, guys. We're just gonna talk. For as big as you know how the universe is, where Alpha Centauri is our closest neighbor, and it's about 4.5 light years away. It'll take about 30,000 years to get there, right? With our current technology, our galaxies, how big?
Really?
100,000 light years across, with about 100 and some odd billion stars in it, right? And we know of 100 and some odd exoplanets that are in close proximity to the Goldilocks zone. Bella, close your computer now. Okay. I'm not going to sway you on my belief. I want to hear your beliefs. There's no right or wrong answer, okay? With the size that we know of the universe being really, really enormous, and having billions of galaxies with hundreds of billions of stars in them, with an exponential growth of planets, what do you guys think? Do you honestly think that we are the only intelligent life out there, or do you think there's something else?
Something else.
I think
Okay.
there's something else.
Okay. But I want you to justify your answer. Okay? Justify your answer. Why? Ruth first, and then we'll go around the room, okay?
Wait, just about what?
Why do you think there's life outside of our solar system?
Because there's so many other planets.
Okay, but liquid water, here's where I'll go on the con side, where I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't know if you're right. I personally believe there is,
I
but
just want to tell you about
liquid water is super rare. Having a axis tilted at between 19 and 25 degrees is very rare.
Yeah, but they think.
And being in the Goldilocks zone within the planet, within an orbit of a star, is even rarer. So we're going to take these hundreds of billions of stars and hundreds of billions of galaxies, and I'm going to shrink it down to less than 0.00001% of habitable planets.
I have a question. How is liquid water different from water? It's the same
It's
thing.
the same thing.
Oh.
Okay?
And I was like, how is
I'm just saying,
it's rare
liquid
because
water,
it's planet.
to our knowledge, is the only ability to help foster life. We haven't found any life that grows in liquid methane, which is negative 500 degrees.
But maybe their Earth,
Let's grow
they use like
animals.
something else to live.
Yeah, it's okay. I can say that's possible, but if you shrink it down to
They have-
1/1000th of a percent, is there still a chance? 1/100000th of a percent of a billion stars and a billion galaxies. What do you think? That number still is pretty large, guys. You're still talking like in the billions, easy.
So what?
Okay, there's still lots of potential. So Ruth, do you still have a yes for that?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Why? You had your hand up about it?
Yeah.
You said yes?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if there is an Earth like us, and if the universe is so large, and really large, then there should be at least a couple, or at least one of them that is like us.
Okay. That's really good evidence and backing for your opinion.
But they probably look different because they adapt differently.
Probably. Okay. It could look like Spock or a big blob of mush.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Any others? Robert, did you have your hand up for this one?
What?
Did you have your hand up if you believe there is life outside of our solar system?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Because we couldn't be the only ones in our galaxy or any other galaxy. Just to say, there's got to be other life out there.
Okay, good.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that there's no way we're the only life out that far.
It would be silly to think that, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. It's not yours. Okay. Any others?
You're asking for opinions on
If you think that there is life outside of our solar system.
Have you ever seen that movie called Dark Skies?
Oh my god.
No, I haven't.
You need to watch it because there's like a quote at the beginning of it, and it says like from like some like science guy or whatever, and he's like, and it says like,
Can I look it up?
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead, look it up and let me know what it
I
is.
don't know what it says, but it's pretty scary.
So, you guys, as the next generation of scientists, how would you go about trying to find it?
I found it.
Internet exists. Either we're alone or
Send a
in the
probe.
universe, or we are not. Both are equally terrifying.
Part versus part. If you can,
Did you read it?
yeah, I did read it.
It's,
If you-
it's scary, right?
It is scary. It's daunting too. If you can, ladies, try to put that image or that link on Google Classroom, and I'll share it to the rest of the classes. It's a good quote. It's a really good quote.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think that we're alone
Carter, you're not-
in 14.8 billion light years of space that we can see is scary, but also to think that we're not the only ones out there is also kind of scary.
Wait, should I just put it on like the PowerPoint thing, so I can copy the link on there, like on the content?
No, just see if you. Oh yeah, you can throw it in the comments. It should be there.
So, wouldn't it be like if the how if the drone up there, let's say if there was something behind the drone, but the drone couldn't find it.
Huh?
Why is it the drone something blew up the drone, but the drone couldn't find it? It would know because it was
What drones are you talking about?
the one that got blown up. The broke.
Oh, okay. The ones that exploded on like Venus and the big gas planets because of pressure, that to our knowledge. But you never know.
There could be something else.
Could be something else, yeah. But generally, we factor it in as
Jeez, who's the?
Yes.
Click on the link it takes on.
go. Okay, so you guys see that wonderful Drake equation that's down at the bottom? That equation has yet to be solved.
Why?
Why? Because that is the equation for the possibility of life being in the universe besides us.
Why don't you
How?
solve it?
How is that an equation?
Because we don't know how big it is. And that's the astrophysics equation. That's the stuff that I did in college.
Why don't you solve it?
I don't want to solve it. Because I don't know how big the universe is, truly. And to understand that, R is radius of the universe. We don't know how big it is. So,
What's that little symbol next to it?
We'll never find out.
I think that's part of the equation. Oh no, it's this.
What is that?
And I don't remember what that means. I'll look it up. Okay. So for the remainder of the time, guys, go ahead and take a look at 14.5, 14.6 on Google Classroom. Get a head start. All of them need to be submitted by Friday. Michaela, you're so